Imagine a world silent, save for the rustle of turning pages and the murmur of conversation. No glowing rectangles, no incessant notifications, just the sun, the sky, and the faces of those around you. What would life be like if our ever-present smartphones suddenly ceased to exist? And let's find the answer to the question, what if? Communication would be revolutionized. We'd see a return to face-to-face conversations, handwritten letters, and the familiar ring of a landline phone. Scheduling meetings would require more planning, and coordinating large-scale events would become significantly more challenging. To compensate, traditional postal services would likely experience a resurgence, perhaps alongside community-based announcement systems, or even a revival of dedicated messenger services. The immediacy of smartphone communication would be lost, leading to slower information dissemination and potentially delaying responses to emergencies or breaking news. This shift would necessitate adapting to a less instant, more deliberate pace of interaction. Information access would drastically change. Libraries and bookstores would become bustling centers of learning, experiencing a revival as people returned to physical books and research. The pace of information dissemination would slow significantly. News and events would unfold more gradually. Traditional media like newspapers, radio, and television would regain prominence, potentially leading to a reassessment of their role in society and a renewed focus on journalistic integrity and responsible reporting. The slower pace might foster deeper contemplation and a more considered approach to information consumption, potentially reducing the spread of misinformation. The economic repercussions of a smartphone-less world would be seismic. Tech giants built on app-based services would crumble, leading to widespread job losses. However, this disruption could simultaneously birth new industries focused on traditional skills and services. Imagine a resurgence in printing, publishing, and physical retail, creating new employment opportunities. The very definition of productivity might change. A shift away from constant digital connectivity could lead to a reevaluation of economic progress, perhaps prioritizing quality of life over sheer output. This economic earthquake would force us to redefine success beyond the metrics of the digital age. A smartphone-less world might foster deeper connections. Freed from the constant barrage of notifications and social media comparisons, individuals could rediscover the richness of face-to-face interactions. Stronger community bonds might emerge as people rely more on personal contact for communication and support. The pressure to maintain an online persona would dissipate, potentially leading to reduced anxiety and improved mental well-being. Leisure time, no longer fragmented by digital distractions, could be dedicated to unplugged activities, fostering creativity and self-reflection. This shift could lead to a reevaluation of what constitutes a fulfilling life, moving beyond the metrics of online engagement and towards a more holistic understanding of well-being. The absence of smartphones would severely challenge national security. Law enforcement agencies reliant on real-time surveillance and rapid communication would face significant hurdles. Emergency response times could increase dramatically, hindering effective crisis management. Globally, disruptions to supply chains and international trade would be inevitable due to the lack of instant communication and coordination. Military strategies heavily reliant on technological advancements would require a radical overhaul. Intelligence gathering would become more reliant on traditional methods, potentially impacting the speed and accuracy of information gathering. The shift would necessitate a reevaluation of national security priorities and the development of alternative communication and surveillance systems. Smartphone disappearance would drastically alter communication, information access, and societal structures, potentially leading to both positive and negative consequences. In your opinion, what if smartphone disappears? Share your thoughts in the comments.